Hey, FretLab here. And first of all, it's been over 10 months that I ever released a single YouTube video. And I wanted to actually apologize in advance for not uploading any videos and really recording any video tutorials for all my subscribers and followers. And I want to be absolutely vulnerable with you on what happened and what I have been working on in the past 10 months. And I'm going to be totally honest, transparent with you all. And again, I'm happy to do so because I respect and I value every single follower and subscriber that I have. And it is obviously due for an update on what on earth really happened. So, as you recall, if you look back at my YouTube channel, I was constantly releasing new videos every single week, trying to provide as much content as possible. But I actually got into a huge burnout. And the reason why I'm saying that I got into a huge burnout is because I'm like doing everything that I'm trying to teach the right way, whereas there are so many other influencers that are just trying to basically share with you, oh, this is the strategy, this is what you got to do. And they have been getting like huge reach, they've been getting huge metrics and huge results. But deep down inside me, when I looked at these influencers, I can tell right away that their strategy doesn't work. Because ultimately, at the end, I've been in the online industry now for literally 15 years. I started dropshipping before even Shopify even exists. So I know the ins and outs on exactly what works and what doesn't work. But I kind of got myself into this corner on saying, well, it seems like people don't really give a crap about my content, especially giving real content that is actionable. But again, I know that sometimes these video tutorials can be a little bit boring. And I'm not really that of an entertainment guy, right? I'm a person that's just, hey, I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. Here's what you got to do if you wanted to really get results. So having that said, I've really done all I can to constantly pump out content, to really be the influencer. But again, it's not me, right? This is not me. And as a matter of fact, it's actually very interesting. At one time, if you look back at my YouTube channel, I was trying to model one person, which I'm pretty sure you guys could have guessed, which is Dan Lok, right? Wearing all the suit, going into more of like the, hey, I'm the top of the world guy. And I even got a text from my closest friend, and they're even saying, hey, that is not you, right? And that really hit me, and I'm like, you know what? I wanted to record YouTube videos, and I wanted to actually teach because I wholeheartedly want people like you to get results. Whether if you are going to buy my programs or not, I want you to walk away smarter, wiser, and obviously making more money with whatever you are doing. But at the end of the day, I got myself into this corner on thinking like, you know what, people don't really give a crap about my content anymore, so I really stopped recording. Ever since then, I really go back into focusing on my own business and trying to actually learn new things on the side, right? And some of you guys may have recalled, if you are in my email list, you have recalled that I started really got into NFTs, and I got pretty good at it at the end of the day. We can leave that on a completely separate video where I just talk about it. But what I've done was that I went back into my core, which is really building businesses. And obviously in the last several months, we actually built out a new supplement brand. And again, the funniest thing of all, I can't say it's funny, it's like a blessing in disguise, I guess, is that we were able to do so much volume that the supplier couldn't even keep up anymore. So we're constantly on back order right now, and it is an absolute nightmare, literally nightmare, because our product is so hot and in demand. And don't worry, you're not able to copy it because we obviously have put in the patent and everything on it. But at the end of the day, like, we are so back ordered that there are just so many issues that just constantly come out. And I'm more than happy to share the issue with you, right? Like number one, our merchant account, which is our processor, is putting on a 25% reserve onto our processing. And that's normal, right? Because when we are so back ordered that some customers are like, you know what, we don't want a refund, we're just gonna call the credit card and cancel the order. And you know what, I get it. But at the end of the day, the merchant account guys are like, you know what, this is looking a little bit risky. But I said, hey, we already put up a back order notice on our website, and these customers are not even responding our email, and nothing we can really do about it. But all in all, it has been a really interesting and fun journey, right? Because I literally built an entire business from scratch, and we were profitable in a matter of 2 weeks. It really took me 2 weeks' time to make that business profitable. And the best part is, it is so scalable that once the supplier fixed their supply chain issue, we're looking into probably doing north of $5 million next year, which again, love it. But at the end of the day, what I also saw about the product that made me kind of think I should be recording back videos for every single one of you is the impact that the product has on the customers. Like seeing our customers buying our supplement are getting results right away. And that really got me thinking. And I'm like, well, you know what? Looking back into the last several years of me coaching and teaching about e-commerce, we now have exceeded over $50 million worth of student results. And I can probably say that there are rarely any person or influencer can make such claim. We can actually make such claim because we actually track with our software on all the Shopify stores that are connected with our app to actually know how much sales has been generated. And all in all, when I really look back at all my business models and looking at everything in general and things that I have really good success with, things that I failed in, ones that are mediocre, I realized there's one common denominator, and that one common denominator is really the ability to drive traffic as a media buyer. And this is a topic that I absolutely love. I absolutely love traffic. Anything related to traffic, I love it. Even my team always says to me, it's like, Fred, we can see the difference when you teach traffic and when you teach e-commerce. You just love traffic. And again, when I first built iPer Academy, it's literally all about traffic. We didn't teach business model. We didn't teach about drop shipping. It was straight up traffic, traffic, traffic. But back then, when I first obviously released iPer Academy, traffic wasn't even a thing. Like people was like, what's Facebook ad? Like how do you run a Google ad? People were like, oh, it looks complicated, it looks hard. We'll just focus on affiliate marketing. But then obviously in the last several years, traffic has really taken on, right? More and more individuals are getting into traffic, knowing the importance of traffic. But in my eyes, a lot of people are still doing traffic incorrectly. What they're basically doing is, hey, I'm just gonna run a Facebook ad directly to my product page and hoping that the person's gonna buy. Nothing's wrong with that. But as a media buyer, there's a lot of things wrong with it because that is not the formula for success. That is not a formula to be profitable. And as a media buyer, what we do are twofolds. Number one, how or where are we going to get traffic at the lowest cost possible and really dialing in the message. The number two is the AOV of the product page. A lot of people think that, hey, if I sell one product, it's gonna be a trending product, I'm gonna become a millionaire. That's not true. If you want to really succeed with online businesses, the one product that you are using for advertising is actually designed to find customers and pay for all the expenses. Where you are truly going to make all the money is what I called funnel stacking. You gotta essentially stack the funnel and make every single customer buy not just one product, but multiple products at the same time with a high conversion rates, and that's the key to scalability. And the other thing that a lot of people say is like, hey, you got to basically start losing money and then focus on the lifetime customer value. That is true if you have a lot of money to begin with, right? But if you are on a tight budget, your goal is supposedly to generate the most money and profit within the first few days of your ads. If you're unable to do so and you're tapping into the back end profits, your business is not going to be sustainable and it's definitely not going to be scalable. So again, I'm sharing all these with you because of one important reason. Number one, I decided that I'm going to start posting back on YouTube. And more importantly, I'm going to be posting a lot more content related stuff and more raw footage rather than getting a video editor to make it all fancy, nice. I'm just going to flip on the camera and I'm just going to talk. And I'm just going to share with you what I think, what I feel, and what I believe is going to really be the best for you with your business and with whatever goals that you are trying to achieve. So I'm no longer going to chase the dream of like, oh, I got to be that influencer with all the vanity metrics. You know what? Screw it. Now I'm just going to focus on community building. You, as a follower, is a community of mine. And my goal is to continue just to serve and to share my knowledge. Yes, it could be boring sometimes because I'm not an entertainment guy. That may change as time progresses. But again, what I wanted to actually share with you is, first of all, I wanted to apologize for not uploading a video for so damn long. And the other thing is that I'm going to post randomly, not on a schedule anymore, but just gonna flip on my camera and talk to you and to share with you insights, updates, and details on, again, whatever I'm doing and things that I came across, either good or bad. I'm gonna share with you so that you can actually learn from it. And instead of just having like a scripted content, which I actually never script anything, but instead of like scripted content, I'm just gonna go like, hey, you know what? This week, we actually have a stellar day on number of sales because we implemented this. You can actually try it for your business, or it's like, hey, we got screwed on this thing. Don't try it again, etc., etc., etc. So anyways, talking about that. And also, I'm actually doing one thing that I'd never done before, right? As you know, I talk everything about traffic. I care about traffic. I love traffic. I can spend all my time on traffic. And a lot of people always hit me up and say, Fred, do you have anything more advanced rather than just teaching about dropshipping? Do you have anything more advanced that is really geared towards how to be a media buyer, a true media buyer that has the framework, that talks about ad copy, that literally talks about funnels, and really to have a skill set that is absolutely so valuable that it controls a business. I've been asked in the last several years many times to create something like that. And I kind of want to say like, you know what, that's my special skill. I don't want to give it away. But then I believe that if I don't teach it, it's a disservice. And at the same time, you're going to probably buy a lot of other people's coaching program for tens of thousands of dollars, but still not be able to actually acquire this media buying skill set. So with that being said, we are looking, personally myself, looking into creating a media buying mastermind. And it's a lot more advanced than anything that I've shared before. And it's literally going to go into nitty-gritty detail of how to become a true media buyer that can be used for any businesses. All right, just like how I just built a supplement business out of nowhere. And we're like profitable in a matter of weeks, and every day we're generating sales, even with back orders. And I suspect that this probably would go to a $10,000 to $15,000 a day in sales once obviously the supply chain issue is being fixed. So having that said, listen, if you are interested to be part of this media buying mastermind community, I'll leave a form right down below in the video description that you can actually fill out. But I gotta warn you, you gotta be serious, and there is an investment involved because you're literally going to learn all the things that I've done when it comes to traffic. And again, I don't want you to devalue traffic because without traffic, you're not gonna really have a business. And oftentimes, people actually overlook that traffic is really a skill set. But anyhow, as I said, yeah, I've done a lot in the past several months. I got into NFTs, I built multiple software, which a lot of them failed on me. Lots of lessons learned on that, which again, I'll be covering a video on like the lessons that I've learned that obviously cost me over 7 figures that you shouldn't do. And I'll share more about that in the future. And again, continuously playing with e-commerce, trying to innovate new things. And more importantly, again, I'm just going to be back to build this community back up to continuously just share with every single one of you. So I'm very excited having me back. Let me know right inside to the comment box right down below. And if you really value media buying and you know the importance of the skill set, just fill out the form, but you got to be serious though. All right. But having that said, again, feels good to be back. I'm now not going to do what I did before, making everything fancy. I'm just going to flip on the camera, record, share everything that I want to share with you, and hope that you can actually pick on the good stuff so that you can actually implement for your business. So with that being said, Fred Lam is back, and I look forward on seeing you in my next video. Peace out.